China spent billions building a futuristic city of the future. But hardly anyone wants to live there. Why? Just 60 miles from Beijing, Xiong'an was designed to fix everything wrong with modern cities. No traffic jams, no pollution, and no endless rows of ugly skyscrapers blocking the sky. Instead, it boasts self-driving cars, an AI-controlled infrastructure, and 70% of the area covered in green spaces. It sounds like a dream city, yet it's struggling to attract residents. What went wrong? And can China turn it around? Stay with us as we break down the vision behind Xiong'an and why it might not be as flawless as it seems. Before we download the future of Xiong'an, make sure to subscribe to Design Zip for the latest updates on groundbreaking cities and mega projects. To understand the challenges Xiong'an faces, let's first take a look at what this city actually offers. Because let's be honest, when you hear about a new city being built, you might imagine just another crowded urban area, full of traffic, pollution, and the same old problems. But Xiong'an is something else entirely. The city is designed to be smarter, greener, cleaner, and more efficient than any city before it. The goal is to create a city where everything runs smoothly, wastes nothing, and makes life easier for its residents. How are they going to make it possible? First of all, almost everything is automated and interconnected in Xiong'an. The city has a smart city system. It is powered by 5G technology, artificial intelligence, and big data, which means this city will respond to people and their actions. For example, water usage is constantly monitored. The system can detect if an elderly resident is using less water than usual, which could indicate a health issue, and automatically alert community services to check in on them. If there is a water leak in an apartment building, the city's sensors will detect it and shut off the supply to that section before it floods an entire floor. Electricity works the same way. If you leave your apartment and forget to turn off the lights or the AC, the system can do it for you. The city also has a closed-loop water system, meaning the wastewater is treated and reused for irrigation, cooling buildings, and even flushing toilets. The smart water management system detects leaks instantly, reroutes water where needed, and recycles 80% of all wastewater. During heavy rains, the city's underground reservoirs store excess water, which prevents floods while keeping reserves full for dry seasons. One of the things you will love to hear about this city is that you won't have to wait in long lines for government services. In Xiong'an, almost every government function is online. This means whether you want to register a business or report an issue, the system automatically sends repair crews without needing a complaint. There is no paperwork needed here. Everything is digital. Now, one of the biggest frustrations in modern cities is traffic. Luckily, Xiong'an is designed to eliminate unnecessary congestion. That does not just mean more buses and trains, it means they have gone with a completely different approach to transportation. For starters, autonomous vehicles, like self-driving buses and robo-taxis, operate throughout the city and adjust in real time to traffic conditions. The city's AI-controlled traffic system changes stoplights based on actual traffic flow, so no one gets stuck at a red light when there's no oncoming traffic. The goal is to make personal cars unnecessary. 90% of trips within the city will be made through walking, cycling, or public transport. And for those longer trips, a high-speed train connects Xiong'an to Beijing in just 30 minutes. But the real game changer is what's happening underground. Beneath the city, an entire logistics system is at work. Instead of delivery trucks clogging up roads, packages travel through a network of underground tunnels and are sent up to homes using automated delivery stations. Even trash collection happens below ground, which will keep the streets clean and reduce pollution. Now let's talk about their best initiative. We all know that cities usually expand by replacing nature with concrete. But Xiong'an does the opposite. More than 70% of the city's total area will be forests, parks, and wetlands. Trees here play an essential role in cooling the city, absorbing pollution, and reducing noise. Xiong'an sits next to Baiyang Lake, which is the largest freshwater wetland in northern China. But instead of letting urban development destroy it, the city is protecting and restoring it. The lake naturally filters pollutants from the water and prevents flooding by absorbing excess rain. The ecosystem is carefully managed so that fish, birds, and plants thrive alongside human activity. Even the buildings are built with nature in mind. Rooftops are covered with solar panels and vegetation, while streets use water-absorbing pavement to prevent flooding and keep roads from overheating. Heating is another huge issue in northern China, where winters are long and cold. Traditionally, cities burn massive amounts of coal to keep buildings warm. Luckily, Xiong'an does not have a single coal-powered heating system. Instead, it uses geothermal energy, which is heat from beneath the Earth's surface. There are already 131 geothermal wells supplying 7 million square meters of housing with heat, replacing the need for 1.42 million tons of coal per year. The air stays clean, and carbon emissions are reduced by 3.7 million tons annually. The best part is that geothermal energy is renewable, unlimited, and does not depend on fuel imports. Another great thing that proves that this is a city built for people is that Xiong'an operates 24/7 with automated services. Public transport runs all night. Streetlights adjust to the brightness based on actual foot traffic. And even public spaces remain open with self-cleaning, automated maintenance. Even deliveries are available round the clock, thanks to the underground logistics network. This city is also ready to give people a better quality of life. Schools here will be AI-powered, which means students will get personalized learning plans instead of one-size-fits-all education. Not only that, but hospitals also use AI-assisted diagnostics, robotic surgeries, and remote medical consultations. The city even has health monitoring stations in public places, where residents can get instant health scans instead of waiting for a doctor's appointment. But how do you build something like this from scratch? Well, Xiong'an is following a one city, 5 clusters plan. Instead of a one dense urban sprawl, it has a central hub surrounded by smaller districts. Each of these districts is designed to be self-sufficient. That means less traffic, more green space, and better air quality right from the start. Even the underground is planned. Instead of a mess of pipes and cables, utilities like power lines, water systems, and trash disposal are organized in underground corridors. That means no more chaotic wiring or streets constantly being dug up for repairs. And holding it all together is a digital twin of the entire city called Transparent Xiong'an. This tracks everything in real time, making planning and construction smoother, safer, and way smarter than traditional methods. This is how cities should be built. But of course, no futuristic city is without its challenges. So let's talk about the problems Xiong'an is already facing. When Xiong'an was announced in 2017, the idea was to create an eco-friendly, futuristic city that would eventually house up to 5 million people. Right now, the city has around 1.2 million residents, which might sound like a lot, but it's nowhere near the projections. The goal was for Xiong'an to help ease the overcrowding in Beijing by attracting businesses, universities, and state institutions. While some have started relocating, it has been slow. A big reason is that the city is still lacking the kind of vibe and lifestyle that make a place feel alive. There are not enough entertainment options, cultural hubs, or the kind of everyday conveniences people are used to. Another issue is that many employees and students who are supposed to relocate are hesitant. They are used to living in cities full of opportunities and connections, and Xiong'an still feels like a work in progress. Plus, while it is often compared to successful projects like Shenzhen or Pudong, those cities had unique economic conditions that made them thrive. Xiong'an, on the other hand, is still figuring out how to make people want to stay. It is expected that over $580 billion will be spent on this project. The government is expecting a higher return in the form of GDP, but in 2017, 3 counties that the new area covers contributed just $20 billion to China's GDP. That was less than 1% of Beijing's economic output that year. So, Xiong'an's economy is already way behind. The government has plans through 2035 to fix this, but for now, the city still feels more like a ghost town. To wrap up, Xiong'an, China's futuristic city, promises an automated, green and sustainable lifestyle, offering everything from AI-powered services to self-driving vehicles and geothermal heating. While it aims to revolutionize urban living with smart systems and extensive green spaces, it faces major challenges: slow population growth, a lack of local culture, and a gap between expectations and reality. In my opinion, as innovative as it is, Xiong'an also raises some concerns about privacy and government control, given its highly monitored, automated environment, almost like a big brother city. What do you think? Could this city be the future of urban living, or does it feel like a bit too much government oversight? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you're into architectural marvels, design, and cutting-edge construction projects, make sure to subscribe to Design Zip for more deep dives into groundbreaking cities and projects from around the world. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.